Will the clerk please call the roll?
Senators Bridges, Buckner, Coleman, Cook, Coram, Danielson, Danielson,
Excused.
Donovan, Fenberg, Fields, Gardner, Janal,
Excused.
Gonzalez, Hanson, Heisey, Colbert, 99, Jaquez Lewis, Kirkmeyer, Colker, Lee, Liston, Lundin, Moreno, Pedersen,
Here.
Priola, Rankin, Rodriguez, Scott,
Excused.
Simpson, Smallwood, Sonnenberg, Story,
Here.
Winter, Winter, Woodward, Zenzinger, Mr. President,
Here. With 32 present, 0 absent, and 3 excused, we have a quorum. Would the good senator from Vail please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues and guests, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Yes. I pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic.
Approval of the journal. Mr. Majority Leader.
I gotta do everything around here. Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the reading of the Journal of Monday, January 31st, 2022 be dispensed with and that the journal be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes having the motion is adopted. Senate Services.
correctly engrossed, Senate Joint Resolution 003.
Introduction of bills.
Senate Bill 95, Senators Fields and Moreno, Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez, concerning improving missing person investigations.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 96, Senator Scott, Representative, concerning information included in the Transportation Commission's proposed budget allocation plan.
State Veterans and Military Affairs.
Senate Bill 97, Senators Pedersen and Rodriguez, Representatives Harrod and Sullivan, concerning the expansion and protection for workers who raise workplace health and safety concerns.
Business, Labor, and Technology.
Senate Bill 98, Senator Rodriguez, concerning the creation of a program allowing for the use of donated unused drugs.
Health and Human Services.
Senate Bill 99, Senators Heisey and Rodriguez, Representative Tipper, concerning the procedure for sealing of criminal records of nonviolent offenses and in connection therewith, addressing workforce shortages and minimizing barriers to employment for job seekers.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 100, Senator Winter and Representative Duran, concerning changes to the Domestic Violence Fatality Review Board statutes.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 101, Senator Smallwood, concerning the creation of a grant program to provide grants to Colorado schools to hire school resource officers.
State Veterans and Military Affairs.
Senate Bill 102, Senator Kirkmeyer, Representative Young, concerning increasing transparency concerning programs for youth with intellectual and developmental disabilities who are in out-home placements.
Health and Human Services.
Senate Bill 103, Senator Gonzalez, concerning a remedy for improperly entered guilty pleas.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 104, Senator Donovan, concerning the inclusion of tribal governments in state programs.
State Veterans and Military first.
Senate Bill 105, Senator Donovan, concerning an annual address by tribal representatives to a joint session of the General Assembly.
State Veterans and Military first.
Senate Bill 106 by Senators Kolker and Sonnenberg and Representatives Michelson, Janae, and Rich, concerning addressing conflicts of interest in regional organizations responsible for public behavioral health services.
Health and Human Services.
Senate Bill 107, Senators Gardner, Representative Snyder, concerning the creation of a Pikes Peak International Hill Climb Special License Plate.
Health and Human Services. The Senate will stand in a brief recess.
What's the drama? You guys fighting?
Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello?
Yeah, everybody's texting me.
Yeah, they're sending, I can send it to my up right now. All 5 people who are listening are very upset.
I know.
Testing, testing. Oh, that's better.
The Senate will come back to order. Correction, Senate Bill 22-107 will be referred to Finance.
Senate Bill 108, Senators Liston and Representative Valdez, concerning documentation requirements to demonstrate the weight of certain trucks that are more than 4,500 pounds but not more than 10,000 pounds.
Transportation and Energy.
Senate Bill 109, Senators Gardner, Representative Pico, concerning the prohibition of certain labor actions against public employers.
State Veterans and Military Affairs.
Senate Bill 110, Senators Sonnenberg, Representative Pelton, concerning a requirement that wind-powered energy generation facility be equipped with an aircraft detection lighting system.
State Veterans and Military Affairs. Committee reports.
February 1st, 2022, Committee on Appropriations. After careful consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 13 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation.
Special orders, second reading of bills. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate take up Senate Bill 13 on special orders, second reading of bills, at the hour of 9:25 a.m.
The motion is that the Senate take up Senate Bill 13 on special order, second reading at the hour of 09:25. This requires a two-thirds majority vote. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and that motion is adopted. Special order, second reading of bills. Senator Zenzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate resolve itself into the Committee of the Whole for consideration of special orders, second reading of bills.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the motion is adopted. The Senate will resolve itself in the Committee of the Whole for consideration of special orders, second reading of bills, and Senator Zenzinger will take the chair.
The committee will come to order, and the coat rule is relaxed. Will the clerk please read the title to SB 13?
Senate Bill 13, Senators Fenberg and Holbert, Representative Garnett, concerning requirements for boards and commissions.
Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 13 and the State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee report and the Appropriations Committee report.
To the State Veterans and Military Affairs report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In the Honorable State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee, we made a couple of changes, but they were largely technical in making sure that the changes that we were making to certain boards and commissions were reflected throughout and were consistent.
Is there any discussion on the report? Minority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As much as it frustrates me, I agree with the Majority Leader. Ask for an aye vote.
Seeing no further discussion, the motion before the body is the adoption of the State Veterans and Military Affairs report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the report is adopted. To the Appropriations report. Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Appropriations Committee appropriated $14,000 and some change from money they already had to do things that they already do.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of the Appropriations report. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the report is adopted. To the bill. Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, this is a long bill. I'm sure you've all read it. We will not read it to you this morning, I don't think. We'll see. But this is a bill that is a result of redistricting in Colorado that we all know that we gained a congressional seat from the census count. That meant some changes had to happen for some boards and commissions. The one that probably most people know about and have been waiting on is the change to the Board of Regents. It is constitutionally required to be a 9-member board. 7 members from congressional districts, 2 at large is what the makeup is currently. To keep it at 9 members and to not randomly say CD8 doesn't get a seat, we are removing one of those at-large seats and turning it into the CD8 seat. And so the Board of Regents will from now on be 8 congressional seats and 1 at-large. When we are looking at this, we noticed that there are a lot of boards and commissions that are appointed by congressional seat as well. So we went ahead and made those changes in this bill. And while we were doing that, realized that there are a whole lot of things that can be taken out, cleaned up, make sure that all the boards and commissions are consistent in their language and how we do those appointments. And probably something that we probably will never care about because we won't be here anymore, but it also creates a mechanism so that a legislature in the future, if we gain or lose a congressional seat, doesn't have to do this again, because it kind of creates an auto-adjust mechanism for when this happens. There is no policy shift or change in this bill. It is all process and about the mechanics of boards and commissions and their the way we do appointments and where they come from. And it's just something that needs to happen, especially on the Board of Regents side of things, because there is an election coming up and people need to know if there is a seat to run for. So that's why we are doing this relatively fast and getting it done early in session. And I ask for an aye vote.
Do you want to do the amendment now?
Oh, right.
Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We do have an amendment. It is, again, it is a technical cleanup amendment.
An amendment? Yes. That's why
What are you trying to pull here?
it didn't go to consent because there is an amendment.
There is an amendment on the desk. Will the clerk please read Amendment L005?
By Senator Fenberg.
Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move L005.
To the amendment?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This fixes something that was caught at the last minute about the Recreational Trails Committee. We accidentally would have, I believe, doubled the board by accident. And so we ensured that that is cleaned up. Again, this is not a policy change. This is not, this I believe is an appointment from the GOCO board. It is not a governor's appointment. So it was looked over, but this is just a purely technical change in the bill.
Any further discussion? Minority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I agree with the Majority Leader, and if you'd like to look at page 131 of the bill, you can see we're striking lines 3 through 5, which are unnecessary, and then on line 8, changing the word 1 to the word 2. Ask for an aye vote.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of Amendment L005. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the amendment is adopted. Minority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As I explained in committee, for more the benefit of people who might be watching or listening online, this is a 165-page bill. However, it's not 165 pages of new law. As the Majority Leader accurately explained, after redistricting every 10 years, we might, or those who are here 10 years from now, might have to adjust the size of these various boards and commissions. Senate Bill 13 would allow those who are here 10 years from now to do that in a more streamlined and efficient way. Those of us who were here 10 years ago, and I believe there are a few of us over here on this side of the aisle, we had to consider several bills to make all these changes, and the idea now is to do one comprehensive bill to make these changes and change the way that the changes might have to occur in the future. So if you look at the first 8 pages of the bill, you'll see all the way through the top of page 8, there are capital letters, and we know that that is proposed new language. And then starting at line 4 on page 8, we begin to see upper and lowercase, and that carries through all the way through, I think, the next 157 pages, and that means that is existing statute. So there is a lot of strike through, taking out words that don't need to be there anymore, and there's very impactful changes changing the future tense of this board, if it shall be created back in the 80s or 90s or whenever it was, shall have the authority to do X, Y, or Z, and now it says has the authority because those boards were created decades ago. Ask for an aye vote on Senate Bill 13 and appreciate those on the State Affairs Committee and Appropriations for getting it to the floor efficiently. Ask for an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Gardner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, members, I had many, many calls this morning about this bill because it's 160 some odd pages. And the first several pages of it are all in capitals, and the Republican caucus leader said, "We know what that means." Well, my children tell me that when I type in all caps, that means I'm yelling. So this bill literally yells for some time. Another complaint I've had from constituents about long bills like this and so forth is this session, if you've noticed over the past 2.5 weeks or so, it has moved at a breakneck pace. Pace. See? Actually, that was Freudian because it's been peaceful. But breakneck. And now I was reminded in appropriations this morning when the senator from Sterling raised a question about the $14,000 here that sometimes when you consider bills too hastily, things get by you. And I was considering, because of the clamor of having this bill read at length, to put an end to this breakneck pace that we have had here of passing many, many bills in the first 2.5 weeks without due reflection. However, having drank several cups of coffee before I came this morning, I will simply ask for an aye vote on this bill.
Seeing no further discussion, the motion before the body is the adoption of Senate Bill 13. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, and Senate Bill 13 is adopted. Majority Leader Fenberg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
The motion before the body is to rise and report. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the committee will rise and report.
The Senate will come to order. Senator Zenzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. The committee has met and had one bill under consideration. Will the clerk please read the report?
Mr. President, your committee of the whole begs leave to report it has had under consideration the following attached bills, being the second reading thereof, and makes the following recommendations thereon. Senate Bill 13 as amended, passed on second reading and ordered,
No,
engrossed and placed on the
that's
calendar
totally
for
new.
third reading and final passage.
Senator Zenzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. I beg that we move the report.
Is there any discussion on the Appropriations Committee report?
Nope.
The motion is for the adoption of the committee of the whole report. I just started, sorry. Are there any no votes? With a vote of 32 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, and 3 excused. The Committee of the Whole report is adopted. Senate Bill 22-013, as amended, passed on second reading, ordered engrossed and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage. Announcements. Senator Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, members of the State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee, we will have a hearing today at 2 p.m. In the old Supreme Court chambers. We will have a number of bills under consideration. I will see y'all promptly at 2.
Senator Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, the calendar says that Joint Budget Committee will start upon adjournment of both chambers. However, we will begin our proceedings at 11 a.m. today.
Senator Quorum.
Thank you, Mr. President. Having spoken to the majority leader and the minority leader in asking that I be excused on Thursday, February 3rd, I would ask the chamber when members approach these two fine gentlemen that they show a little less enthusiasm for you not being here. You will miss me, I assure you.
Senator Quorum will be marked excused for February 3rd as requested. Senator Winter.
Thank you, members. Transportation and Energy, we are having our first meeting today in room 357 at 2 p.m. We have 2 appointments and Senate Bill 17. We look forward to seeing you this afternoon.
Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight, 7 p.m., Colorado Avalanche and the Arizona Phoenix Coyotes. The Avs could win their 19th game in a row at home. Go Avs! Tune in.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a reminder, February 3rd is Dress Like Don Quorum Day. We'll be having a pizza party, popcorn, bolo ties for all, just to celebrate, you know, enthusiastically. Mr. President, there is a quick announcement that I've got about the General Assembly merchandise with the name Leroy Garcia printed on it. Yes. If you would like, you could print any name on it, I think. But it is a little different this year. There is a major change. This year, all merchandise orders must be placed on, note that I did not say by, but on Tuesday, February 15th by 4 p.m. I did not say on 4 p.m. for that part of the sentence, by 4 p.m., but it has to be that day by 4 p.m. February 15th by 4 p.m. If you place it on a different date, you will be charged a significantly higher price than what you will on the group order day of February 15th by 4 p.m. So if you wanna get a bag, a shirt, a jacket, I think a hat that says President Leroy Garcia. I don't think there are masks or pants or shoes. But if you want any of the other items, you have to order them on Tuesday, February 15th by 4 p.m. There's a change in the process. Before there was a deadline today or this year. It has to be done on a certain day by 4 p.m. So if you have any questions, please see Dave. He is the master of the merchandise this year. But let us know if you have questions. We'll probably remind you again. And remember, put it on your calendars, February 15th by 4 p.m. And I think that's all I got on that topic. Dave will fill you in on the rest of the important details. Mr. President, I think that's all the work we have today.
Mr. Majority.
I move that the Senate adjourn
Mr. Majority Leader, before we take up that motion, two items. We have several colleagues who need to make an announcement, and the Majority Leader will be fined for referring to the good senator from Montrose by first name. $4.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Senator Story is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Local government will be meeting today in Senate Committee Room 352 at 2 p.m. this afternoon, and we will see committee members there. Thank you.
Senator Fields.
Good morning, Mr. President. I'd like to make an announcement. Dear colleagues, today is February the 1st. And basically what that means, it is the start of Black History Month. Not just in the state of Colorado, but really across the world. And basically what that means is an opportunity for us to kind of celebrate the contributions of African Americans as it relates to building our nation. So I hope that you join me in celebrating Black History Month. We do have planned different tributes and resolutions, I think they're going to be, in reference to acknowledging some of the historical hidden figures that we might not know that were right here in the state of Colorado and what they contribute to the pioneering state of Colorado. So please join me as we celebrate Black History Month, starting today, February the 1st, 2022.
Senator Liston.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, a point of clarification to the good senator from Jefferson County, who is the vice chair of the local government committee. She said that we were going to meet at 2 o'clock today, but the Senate calendar says 1:30. So we're just, the vast minority committee members are confused. And I was wondering if she could clarify that. Is the committee going to meet at 1:30 or 2 or 2:30?
Senator Story.
Thank you, Mr. President. 2 o'clock. We will be meeting today at 2 o'clock. Sorry for the inconvenience and the whatever the printed calendar says, but I got word that we will meet at 2 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Senator Liston.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. President, and to the good senator from Jefferson County. We appreciate that extra nap time. Thank you very much.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now I move the Senate adjourn until tomorrow, Wednesday, February 2nd at 9 a.m.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes having the motion is adopted. The Senate will stand in adjournment until 0900 hours on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022.
you.